Vitali Klitschko vs. Chisora, yang disebut Showdown in Munich, adalah pertarungan tinju profesional yang mempertemukan juara kelas berat WBC Vitali Klitschko dan penantang peringkat 15 WBC Chisora. Pertarungan tersebut berlangsung pada 18 Februari 2012 di Olympiahal DNGN, kemenangan mutlak Klitschko, dan simak videonya.
Go hard, getting past Klitschko's dominating reach.
Oil in close.
Get inside Klitschko's reach and let go with fast shots and fast combinations.
Did get through there. Chisora missed with that wild overhand get through though that time.
He's certainly come to fight. Up with him after doing what he was doing yesterday, even two minutes before the bell was going.
On the front foot, he's trying to walk down Klitschko. Ducking underneath that attempted rightening up with those big right-hand swings of his own. Klitschko, a professional to this, he's barely lost a round, seen and regained that WBC crown. That's a great, the first time Chisora just a little bit more ground. Chisora on the receiving end of a couple of solid
ability of Vitali Klitschko, but he's coming forward and he's on the front foot and he's making a fight of it. He's going forward, he's looking for big shots. He landed some good body shots, he took some good body shots as well.
And we should be able to tell you the way that the judges have got it. On our card, first round goes to Klitschko. Vitali. The chance of a solid chopping right hand from Klitschko.
Klitschko's catching him to the body himself, but you know, as I say, he's coming forward, he's throwing nice fast overhand shots.
Well, he showed against Robert Helenius, Vitali Klitschko. Chisora walked into two big crowd respond. Klitschko watched by his watch. The right hand from Chisora, that's his danger shot.
Nice jab to the body first and then over with the overhand right hand.
He said to me when I was after that, we're going to jab his way in.
Nice stab to the body and then right over the top of the right hand, and he drew it well. He's having a lot more success this round. Look backed up, but he's not landing. He's not catching much, which he's always landed about 3 clean shots this round.
And he landed that one, Paul, that right hand, and another. And another. They say before the fight started, you can land more punches, but you don't want to be absorbing. Klitschko with such long levers, such a huge reach. Chisora's had his moments here. Chisora leaping in on the bell, and the referee, fairly diminutive referee, just
landing towards the end of the round. Consecutive straight right hands, and as you said right yourself, John, you don't want to be taking too many of them like Vitali Klitschko.
The voice you hear in the background, that's of Fritz Sudanek, who's been with Vitali Klitschko for so long, a constant from dating back from his time with the Universum stable before he set up in his own third round. It's a 12-rounder, of course, as Klitschko just got too much. The impression we've already seen, we already know, is really
shot as he's going in, but he's coming forward and he's still coming forward, and he's
spiteful, more hurtful, the true fighter, perhaps the stronger of the two Klitschkos. Just heard in the background the voice of Dean Powell in that corner for Chisora saying, come on.
A bit more, especially down to the body. He's had a bit of success with it before.
Showing that he's got a good chin though, taking it well, had to. Though from Chisora at the moment, he's just a bit too static and Klitschko's finding the target. Danny Williams, who lost to, he said that being hit by those long punches.
The referee's not letting Chisora work inside. As soon as they come together, the referee's jumping in.
Chisora comes in and he's landed with enough just to discourage the Finchley man.
He's not doing enough work. He needs to come forward a little bit more. Hopefully let him over the top, which is what he's looking for anyway.
Two more big solid varying sorts. Came back, they've been away.
It's a sign of a champion.
Closing set. Tried to really tee off with that left hook. Klitschko saw it coming though.
Chisora needs to get a little bit more work going with his jab. He's got a decent jab, he's got good hand speed, so he'll use it a little bit more and jab your way in.
When Vitali Klitschko beat Corey Sanders, I mean Sanders was a terrific. He was a bigger puncher than Derek Chisora, and Klitschko dealt with him well at the moment. Listen to what's going on in this.
Once he gets there, the referee's splitting them up because they're clashing, they're coming together a bit too fast. If he jabs his way in, he'll have that little bit of room to
in behind his jab.
That's better.
Chisora has got fast hands.
Yeah.
Didn't have a lot of amateur experience. Won the ABA Super Heavyweight Championship. First live fight he saw was that one you were talking about, Ricky Hatton and Costazu, and he loved it so much he thought, yeah, I want a bit of this.
Yeah.
A fevered atmosphere that was. It's altogether more restrained here in.
Chisora's having more success because he's jabbing. Vitali's not necessarily jabbing. He's keeping him guessing now. He's keeping Vitali guessing when he's letting the jab go.
90 seconds or so anyway. In terms of weight, but look at the height difference. Some 6 inches taller, Klitschko. Chisora
from the shot.
Shouting from the Klitschko. Towards the head. He's not been able to get through with too much with the right hand, Chisora.
No, and he's having the.
Don Charles, Chisora's coach, said that too much people have made the mistake on concentrating on Klitschko's strengths and not concentrating on your own strengths in the fights that he's had.
Shared that round, you know. I don't like giving shared rounds, but I couldn't really split them then. There was nothing that stood out from either fighter. 1 or 2 good shots that landed. Chisora was better on his jab though in that round, and that's going to be the key to him having any success at all.
Here come the scores.
40-36, 39-37.
Klitschko had 40-36, 40-37 and 39-37. So 4 rounds on one card, 3 on another, and by 2 rounds on.
You know, it'd probably make it a bit more exciting. You could have a kid on his last legs and send him out because he's winning, and vice versa, you know.
Well, 4 rounds, you got 40-37.
Yeah.
Chisora, sense, needs a couple of big shots to get.
He'll walk in with his hands tight and walk towards him, trying to let one big shot go. We can keep him at bay all Chisora once he gets there and he's done the hard work getting in, taking the shots.
Right hand again, distressed so far. Capacity crowd here in Germany. And this time the referee did let it go. Chisora. Is there just enough ring craft?
Not really, no. Not for that round anyway for me. A little bit more successful last 20 seconds of the round, but only because he started letting his hands go, which is...
Come on angles. You're walking in this... Are you listening to me? Yeah. Remember we'll practice? Come on angles.
Oh, you heard for yourself what they're saying to Chisora. Come in on the angles.
Yep.
They're pretty stern. Oh, you're listening to me.
Yeah. It is going
away a little. He said he would keep throwing punches and he'd keep going.
But it's no good going the full 12 if you're not taking any.
There come a point where Chisora will have to do precisely that. Tissue of Vitali Klitschko. Suffered at the hands of Len occasion. They did a great job on the repair work though, didn't they? That's where Chisora needs to be. Getting in front and landing shots like those.
This is bet. He thinks there's a weakness on Klitschko, or no one really targets Klitschko's body, but he's going for it.
Right hook of Chisora found the target then. And Klitschko there as he came in. That's a big right hand from Chisora. Maybe his best punch of the fight so far. Chisora's had a good first couple of minutes. That's better from Klitschko. Instant response from the crowd.
He shouldn't really be letting the referee break them up. That's where Chisora will have more success. Now,
whether he's done enough to win it, you'll have your own opinion. Watching with us here on Box Nation. Better work from Chisora then, Paul. Do you think he won?
have a good goal.
Don't let him control the pace. Well, there are just signs in that round that Klitschko is just starting to struggle with the pace a bit. And there's that big right hand.
Yep. It was a nice shot, and you know, there was a lot of shots. See them pulling their hands down again before he lets the right hand go. The old typical Klitschko trait, what they do.
You're letting him get the shots off before you. You're in range. Let the shots go. Come on.
He had his best of the fight so far. His corner just imploring him now to let the punches go, let the punches flow. And he starts in a very business-like fashion. Still trying to work the body of Klitschko. Keep going.
Yeah, looking at him in the corner, Johnny didn't look too tired. He wasn't blowing too much, you know. He looks like he's up for this, definitely. And he started this round, as you say, very professional and, you know, with intent.
Chisora again. And Klitschko just looking a wee bit disorganised as he's forced to give ground. His chin being tested, and Chisora showing that he can take a shot as well.
Yeah. Klitschko really doesn't look jabbing enough as he was doing earlier in the fight, and he's certainly not looking himself as Chisora's coming forward and having some good shots.
Chisora was the huge underdog, but he said he owed it to the second half of this fight. Agenda. Chisora just going for a little walkabout, maybe just taking a breather. Now he puts his foot on the gas again.
We were saying before the fight, the way that
Right-handed there though.
The way that we feel to beat Klitschko is to get him on his back foot, and Chisora's doing so.
To me, it doesn't look as though there's anything like as much venom in them when he's forced to give ground. That's a solid shot though. Takes it well and keeps coming. Chisora having to absorb success in the closing stages of that 7th round.
And then Klitschko took over for the last minute. But you're right, what you're saying, you've hit the nail on the head. Klitschko's shots on his back foot are arm shots. There's not much in them at all. When he's coming forward and putting his
like
weight
that.
in, yeah. But he was coming forward there with that shot, and as I say, when he gets his weight in him, he's okay.
Chisora, remember, predicted, perhaps a little bit tongue-in-cheek, kept saying it. Let's see, the last time I can remember somebody in a major world title fight saying, yeah, it's going to happen at that particular time, was Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield, first time round. Holyfield said third. Who will know that it was that round that Chisora said he would win in? Look at this from Chisora, 3 points at this stage to Klitschko.
Better jabs again down to the body from Chisora. It literally just keeps back foot, and as you stated, they are arm shots on the back foot.
Not been able to hit him with. You've not seen the sort of success with the jab that Vladimir Klitschko had against David Haye.
That's how they win the fight. That's how they do.
The outcome of this is going to be, and we still wonder. I'm sure thinking if Derek Chisora can get there with shots like this, then I've got a chance against this fella as well.
Definitely. This is good work.
He'll have already disproved some of the naysayers. Derek Chisora, who said that he was going to be utterly outclapped, 28 years old. Vitali Klitschko, 40.
Good body shot from Klitschko.
I was just about to say that the crowd a bit muted, but now the chance got. That's a good in this round.
It's been his best round as well, this John. He's working very well. He's coming forward. He's winning. Vitali, when he does answer back and counter, hitting him shot for shot.
Here, not unless something truly spectacular happens in these last few seconds, but it's been a good round for Chisora, Paul.
It hasn't been a very good. That's his best round in my opinion. He's done well. He's landed shots, and neither fighter's really ever, shaken the other fighter. They haven't really been rocked. But the landing and the big shot that
Paul's got it narrowing. Paul Smith, that is. Now,
78-76. I've got it down.
Paul Smith's got it 78-76. You heard there. Please. Let's hope there's no jiggery-pokery going on with other thing happens, and there's a bit of an inquest going on there on the far side of the ring. Some of Klitschko's people, as there was in anything which went on in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Klitschko really does, especially when he's taking shots.
To pockets in nice crisp dollar bills, was in there looking over what was happening with the scores. German television have got their representatives. Goodness knows what's going on.
You don't want to see it, do you? Again, Chisora's on the front foot though, and he's taking it to Klitschko, and he's certainly not letting him have any rest.
This has not been the sort of dominant and authoritative
effect. There's not much body fat.
El cross-arm guard, Zuma Nelson, linked with the greats.
It's probably the only time it'll be in that sentence.
It's nice into range, certainly in the more recent rounds. Titan from Klitschko, but you almost sense that the exertion of it has taken it at Chisora, starting to just bleed a little now. Good work from the champion in the closing step. And has he ridden out the 79-73? That was after 8 rounds.
You're listening to me. Okay?
You've got it pulled by, what have we got?
I had it 1-9.
Both men slow to get off their stools and resume the fray as we move into the 10th. Still looking as though he's very wary of Chisora.
He's not fighting the way he usually fights.
Lives the life, Vitali Klitschko, unquestionably, but he's
just can't do it anymore.
Comes a time when you look in the mirror and see your dad looking back. Chisora not throwing too much in the first minute and a half of this 10th round. That's Chisora,
and if he just uses it just a little bit more, it just stops Vitali from setting himself and letting big bombs go like that.
As though Chisora was automatically going to be outclassed. Might have been a very, very different story if he'd come in this sort of shape.
Definitely. That's a great body shot.
Klitschko on the back foot, doesn't want to know. Again, arm shots from Klitschko as he gives ground. Oh, good work from Chisora last few seconds. Stop Vitali Klitschko if this dream is going to become a reality. I don't suspect he maybe quite has the punch power to do it, but those are the shots.
Last little flurry at the end of the round for Chisora was a good one, but not enough to take the round, in my opinion.
In this part of the world, Max Smelling was, and by it. Chisora still keeps coming, still trying to bob and weave his way in, trying to find a little bit of the old smoking jet.
And there doesn't seem to be no more sting in his shots at the minute.
We'd be just worrying if the old guy was going to start losing rounds. Gone round the back of the head from Klitschko as the champs go up again.
Good shot.
That's better from the champion. And also going to be interesting to see what the reaction of the two men is. I respect what's happened in the ring.
Yeah, but I'm sure we all would, but you can't see it.
To keep coming, but he's not landing enough leather pull.
No, he's not.
That's a good rod.
He's took a few, John, as you said. He's took a few too many in this.
Olympia Halle, we've got snow outside. I'm told that Tim Witherspoon against Tony Tubbs was the last 15-round World Heavyweight title fight. What year was that? About 84, something like that? 84, 85, it was around that sort of time. We've got men behind the scene who are researching, even as we speak. A lot of our viewers won't even remember to say, before people start texting us, we know it was 1986. Witherspoon Tubbs. Here we are in 2012. Klitschko, Chisora, and Vitali Klitschko is. And now they do touch gloves. Can Chisora find something spectacular?
A big gulp of air and a big swallow after that body shot then, Vitali Klitschko.
Well, for me, whatever.
At the weigh-in and as such, I respect him as a fighter, whether he does as a man or not, because he's given a good account of himself tonight.
Body shots followed by the switch to the head.
good shot.
It's one people saying, yeah, he can talk the talk, but it's get in there and you find reality is rather but I think he's raised his stock here tonight.
He has. He's given a very good account of himself. He's come in his 40s.
Went a little bit low.
He does it for the first two in the last minute. Let's Vitali come back into it. They're good shot, but they're all landing.
Seconds are ticking down. The multi Chisora carrying to the champion right to the last. Last to them once more. There's the big right hand from Chisora. There's the final bell. Brave effort from the British challenger. Vitali Klitschko is still champion of the world.
I've given it on my card, and there's no denying who's won the fight. But listen, Vitali Klitschko knows he's been in a fight tonight, and Chisora's given a very, very good account of himself.
Monday morning, pick up your papers, and the talk's going to be about will David Haye fight Vitali Klitschko? Is that going to be a summer extravaganza? But for the moment, I think you should really give credit to what's happened. Well, Vladimir's not looking a happy man, and one or two people in the ring who shouldn't be. Chisora and Klitschko touch gloves again, though. And let's hope there's no silliness up there. Chisora clearly overstepped the line. Look at this, look at this.
Come on. No. That's enough. Right, enough is enough.
Thank you.
All to the winner by unanimous decision, and still WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Dr. Eisenhower, Vitali